between gears.
Officially, fuck this bike.
So Jacob's bought this Road Glide, and he needs to put a little bit more pep in his step. So today we're going to fit an S&S 475 power package kit, which should give it a bit more punching power. As well as that, he's gone for a Kraus handlebar setup, which should look cool as fuck, and a few other bits and bobs, including a 2-in-1 TBR exhaust, which, you know, I love the TBRs, so I'm very happy about that. So first thing I'm going to do is just basically strip it down so it's easier to work on. Exhaust off, bags off, tank off, and then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to do the engine first or the handlebars. Right, so I've cleared out all the electrics around the headstock and the triple tree, because I've got to fit this handlebar setup, I've got to swap it over for the Kraus triple tree, or fork yoke, whatever you want to call it. And I'm hoping to get it done without taking the wheel or suspension out. I'm just hopefully I'll take it off from the top, but we'll see. Look at that. Thanks, Chef. That is fancy. Cool, so just unpackaged these Kraus top clamp and risers, along with the integrated fork lock. On the bike, we're obviously not putting back the ignition switch, so we've got to do a little thing on a computer to make it all work off handlebars, but that's easy. But so far, this kit is looking sick as fuck, bro. Okay, so got the top clamp mounted, the risers mounted, the bars mounted, looking good. Oh, so now it's Wednesday morning, and last night I managed to get the wiring through the bars before I went home. So the risers are on, the top clamp is on, the handlebars are on, the electrics are through the bars. I've still got to figure out how we're going to tidy up all this jazz. Right now I am putting the speedo and rev counter in this very pretty Kraus mount, which should mount somewhere by the time I'm finished, around here. But we'll see. Right, so that's these all mounted up, including the wiring through the bars, the clock's plugged in, it's all fitted. I've had to stick on these grey grips because I can't get the old grip off the old bike. I don't have any of the black ones. However, they look a bit bright in the video, but in real life they look sick as a contrast against the darkness of the bike. So we'll see if Jacob likes them. If not, we can always get some black ones in. Okay, so I've realised that I've taken off a load of shrouding and stuff, and I've realised I can get all the wiring down into this little gap here. However, because we've removed the ignition switch, before I tuck away this fancy little plug here and never see it ever again, I need to just switch it so, like the newer Milwaukee-Eights without the ignition switch, so you can turn the ignition on using the kill switch. So now that's done, we should just be able to use this to kill the bike. Switch it on and off, there we go. Okay, so I've had to shuffle the speedos around a bit because I put them at the front, and turns out when you put the tank on, it doesn't fit. So let me just flip this round. So I've mounted them, remounted them there. I've got to tidy all the back bit up again. I'm getting a little bit frustrated with it, so it's time to switch what we're doing. So next, I might run it up and show you what it sounds like, but next is all the performance stuff. So I whip off the exhaust. Should we hear what it sounds like now? Nah. But once it's got that TBR on, it sounds sick, so. So we've got the push rods. It says 475 power package kit. So all of this is being replaced along with the lifters. So the next thing we've got to do, I've timed it up, put my locking tool in there, is get all this out. Easy.
Officially fuck this bike.
So we're back on Jacob's Road Glide. We had a bit of a disaster with one of the lifter cuff bolts. Yours truly broke one off in there. We tried welding a nut on it, didn't work, it just broke further down the bolt. Sam, the hero, thankfully managed to use his 90-degree drill, Milwaukee drill piece, and drilled it out with the left-hand drill piece, so that came out quite nicely. So now I've got to get this all back together and running by the end of the day, so I'm not going to film too much. I'm just going to get it done because I think Jake wants to pick it up later on. All right, so I'll show you the finished product next, unless there's something interesting. Say hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. Sam's the hero. You're the hero. Hero. So the cam plate's in, the oil pump's in, the new tensioners are on. This is all torqued up. The pump's been centralized. What's the word for centralized? Put in the center. Put in the middle. Yeah. Then torqued up and everything. We've put the new cuffs on with the bolts that went straight in because Sam, again, was our hero. Next is push rods, lifter housings, push rods, and then put it all together and away we go. So we've got the engine components back together. I just need to get the induction manifold air filter on, but first, we've got a sick as fuck fucking TBR exhaust, beautiful exhaust. So I'm going to stick that on and then we're pretty much there. Yes. Oh, hell yeah, bro. I'm just going to have to clean up. That's it together. I need to tune it, tidy up some of the handlebar stuff, seat, and then Angela's going to clean it and I'll do you a decent video of it, but separately.